wish our friends the world over to know this above all. We face the threat not with dread and confusion, but with confidence and conviction. Abhorring war as a chosen way to balk the purposes of those who threaten us, we hold it to be the first task of statesmanship to develop the strength that will deter the forces of aggression and promote the conditions of peace. Realizing that common sense and common decency alike dictate the futility of appeasement, we shall never try to placate an aggressor by the false and wicked bargain of trading honor for security. Americans, indeed all free men, remember that in the final choice a soldier's pack is not so heavy a burden as a prisoner's chains. Honoring the identity and the special heritage of each nation in the world, we shall never use our strength to try to impress upon another people our own cherished political and economic institutions. Respecting the United Nations as the living sign of all people's hope for peace, we shall strive to make it not merely an eloquent symbol, but an effective force. And in our quest for an honorable peace, we shall neither compromise, nor tire, nor ever cease. The peace we seek, then, is nothing less than the practice and the fulfillment of our whole faith among ourselves and in our dealings with others. It signifies more than the stilling of guns, easing the sorrow of war. More than an escape from death, it is a way of life. More than a haven for the weary, it is a hope for the brave. This is the hope that beckons us onward in this century of trial. This is the work that awaits us all, to be done with bravery, with charity, and with prayer to Almighty God. My citizens, I thank you.
The President presents Mrs. Eisenhower to the throng. After the inauguration, Mr. Truman leaves the Capitol as a private citizen to retire to his home in the state of Missouri. The President and Mrs. Eisenhower depart for the White House. On their way, they will drive between the packed ranks of the thousands who have come from all parts of the nation to pay honor to their new leader. The procession that follows the President brings a festive air to the solemn occasion. Civilian and military groups from the north and south, east and west are in the parade. Cadets of the Military Academy march proudly by as the President reviews them with the Vice President from a stand in front of the White House. All the 48 states and territories are represented in the parade. Members of the Foreign, Military, and Diplomatic Corps watch midshipmen from the United States Naval Academy. One of the states sends a drill team of mounted police. This float portrays General Washington crossing the Delaware River during the American Revolution. The float from Connecticut uses the same theme, the struggle for independence, 175 years ago. provides a replica of some of its tall buildings and wins the approval of the President and Mrs. Eisenhower. Applause greets the appearance of a series of floats portraying President Eisenhower's life. On the first is a model of the Texas house in which he was born in 1890. Another float bears a reminder of his boyhood on a Kansas farm. From Kansas, he entered the military academy at West Point to begin his distinguished career. Wounded United States veterans of the United Nations action in Korea look on as flags of the United Nations units go by. From the far west, ranchmen, proud of their horsemanship, have brought their mounts. Silver ornaments glitter on saddles and bridles. These men on a miniature coach drawn by ponies are the envy of boys who have found precarious seats in trees. The elephant is the symbol of the Republican Party, and this one receives acclaim. For these citizens of modern America in ancient tribal costume, there is a hearty welcome from the President. Singing a song in honor of Mrs. Eisenhower is this choir from Purdue University. Night has fallen before the parade is over, and the Eisenhowers may enter their official residence at last. In the White House the next day, cabinet members and heads of principal agencies take office. First to take the oath is John Foster Dulles, the new Secretary of State. Mrs. Oveta Culp Hobby heads the agency in charge of the nation's economic and social security. These are some of the people who will serve their country with their new president. Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States.